Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we've got the sound system demo of the 2021 McLaren 720S Coupe and its 12-speaker, 1280 watt Bowers Wilkins audio system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to take a look at how the infotainment system works, go through audio inputs, audio controls, speaker locations. No Android Auto or Apple CarPlay support for this car, so we're just going to get on the road and listen to these sample tracks while rolling, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. If you don't care about any of that stuff in the beginning, you just want to get to the music, click ahead in the video. We've got chapters to all of our test tunes. Before we get started, let's hop out, take a look at this amazing supercar. The 720S Coupe, some of the finest of McLaren's engineering prowess. See, this thing's looking absolutely gorgeous in this custom, almost periwinkle color. This thing's got such a presence, and it's such a fantastic car to drive. If you want to see more on it, check the link in the description. We were able to get it out on track. We were able to do a little driving video. This thing is sweet. Now, we always do these tests with lossless, uncompressed WAV audio files on a USB stick plugged directly into the system, and high-quality binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. We also do the test with the sound settings set to their factory defaults. So let's take a look at those now. First of all, let's get the AC turned off, because apparently we've got high battery discharge and it wants ignition off. So hopefully we get through the test okay. The Iris infotainment system, you do get a little bit of a glare, so I'm hoping you all can see it okay. But it's a nice vertically based touchscreen, works pretty well. You've got this nice volume knob in the center. Let's go up here to settings, sound. Quite a few sound adjustments here in advanced mode for the McLaren. You've got treble mid-range bass, front rear left right fader and balance, studio, on stage, and driver focused sound adjustment, and then speed dependent volume control, which we've got off. So let's go to studio. That should give us the most true sound for most of this, but we'll go through all three of them here for a second. So I actually quite like the on-stage surround setting. I don't always like surround sounds because it makes it feel artificial, but in this car it adds a nice envelopment feature, but we'll stay on studio for most of the test. Let's go through treble, mid-range, and bass. Right, for audio controls, we've got this nice volume knob in the center, and that is it. No sort of steering wheel adjustments. Track selection, same thing. You got to be on the media screen, and then you can click through with these touchscreen buttons. That's the only way to do it, although you can technically go up here and choose different songs in a playlist, that sort of thing. Audio inputs in the 720S. You have it's your standard AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio. Then under the media screen, you've got 2 USB ports for data. You've got an internal storage and Bluetooth audio. So what does that mean you're missing? Well, no disc player, no 3.5 auxiliary input jack, no Android Auto, no Apple CarPlay, no USB Type-C. So, you know, you're missing quite a few audio options, but this isn't exactly a car focused on listening to music. For speaker locations, as I said, this is a 12-speaker, 1280 watt system. I was having trouble finding the last 2 speakers, so I'll search some more later at home and see if I can possibly find something, but I watched videos, all sorts of things. I couldn't quite tell where all the speakers were, but let's go through with what I know. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 behind us. I know we've got a subwoofer down there that's 9. And then up front is either 10, but I bet you the 11th and 12th speakers are also up there. So I bet you it's 10, 11, 12 all baked into that center speaker apparatus. But if I find a different answer, I'll put it up here. Alright, so no Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, so let's start this up and get on the road, which is good because I am toasty in here. A little air conditioning going. Whew, just a quick blast, cool it down. Alright, back to music. Let's get going. Now obviously there's a lot of engine noise in this car, and that does play a factor when listening to music. That's why we test these systems on the road, because you want to know what it's actually going to sound like cruising down the street. Interesting to note, the music is turned all the way up right now, max volume. Turn the music down real quick, you can hear what it's like in here at 70 miles per hour on a concrete highway. You hear a lot, there's no getting around that. Not exactly a bunch of sound deadening in here. So let's, I'm actually going to switch the song over to on stage mode midway through this next song so you can hear what it sounds like. I just kind of like the way it develops me a little bit better. I prefer that sound, but obviously if you want a more natural, true to recording sound, you're going to stick with studio. But as you can see again there, it's turned all the way up. A lot of hollow, kind of mid basses. They're super crisp, but not, I don't know if I want to go as far as to say sloppy. It's just very hollow. Let's check out what Redlips sounds like. I guess we'll turn the bass all the way up, see what happens. So here's middle bass setting, max volume. Then we'll turn bass all the way up. Not really much change. It'd be cool if there were a way to just center this without tapping it a bunch of times. Do a quick pause of the music so that you all can hear this. Anyway. My thoughts on the 12-speaker Bowers Wilkins system here in the McLaren 720S Coupe. For what this car is, for being a dedicated supercar, exotic, crazy powerful, crazy fast on the track, it's a pretty darn good sound system. That being said, there are certainly genres of music that it fails at. This is a great example of, you might get into this car and listen to a simple R&B or pop style song stopped, maybe like in a showroom or just in a parking lot. It's going to sound really good, really crisp, super great. But when you get cruising here at 70 miles per hour, you're taking a road trip, you know, you're hypermiling with your 720, and you try to tune up some more complex music, it is going to fall on its face a little bit. There's just only so much the system can do. It's missing a little bit of power, surprisingly. I'm really surprised we had this thing all the way up, and even with 1280 watts, it was at max volume. So that's pretty surprising. All that being said, objectively speaking, just for sound quality, this thing's getting about a C+, maybe B-, just depending on the type of music you listen to. Subjectively speaking, for a supercar, I mean, it is $350,000 as spec, but it's also a purpose built performance machine is getting about a B. So pretty darn good for what it is, but you're still paying a lot of money. At the end of the day, you just don't get a McLaren 720S for sound quality. So thank you all so much for watching. Thanks to McLaren for letting us spend some time with the car. If you want to see more on the McLaren 720S, check the link in the description. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.